When you think of retirement, you may be graced with images of hot weather, beautiful beaches, and stunning landscapes. Or maybe your idea of retirement involves the hustle and bustle of city living instead. An apartment in New York, perhaps? A penthouse view of the Golden Gate Bridge? As appealing as that might sound, there are certain cities in America that really just check all the boxes for reasons not to retire there. So, today on Across the Globe, we're going to be looking at the absolute worst cities for retirement in 2024. Number 1. Lubbock, Texas. In 2022, WalletHub listed Lubbock, Texas as 173 out of 182 on the best and worst cities to retire in the United States. Additionally, it ranked 84th for affordability, 153rd for activities, 158th for quality of life, and 163rd for healthcare. A year later, in 2023, they scored Texas as a state at number 39 on their list of best and worst places to retire. Lubbock, Texas is a city located in the northwestern part of the state with a population of a little over 260,000 people. The city was established in 1876 and is known for being the home of Texas Tech University and for its thriving music scene. However, Lubbock may not be the best place to retire for several reasons. Firstly, the climate is hot and dry, with temperatures often reaching over 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer months. The city also has a high crime rate compared to other cities in the U.S. Neighborhood Scout scored Lubbock as safer than just 3% of other U.S. neighborhoods. Specifically, there are 49.37 crimes per 1,000 residents, with a staggering 38.53 of those crimes being property-related, the remaining 10.85 being violent in nature, meaning residents face a 1 in 93 chance of falling victim to a violent crime. Furthermore, Lubbock has a median household income of $54,060, falling $15,000 lower than the U.S. average. It also has 19.4% of residents living below the poverty level. Additionally, Lubbock is not located near any major metro areas, which can limit entertainment, cultural opportunities, and access to better amenities for retirees. Number 2. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, once known as the Motor City and the heart of the American automobile industry, was one of the wealthiest cities in the world during the mid-20th century, with a thriving economy and a high standard of living for its residents. However, over the past few decades, Detroit's economy has been in decline, and it is now considered one of the poorest cities in the United States. As reported by Economy League, the decline can be attributed to several factors, including the outsourcing of manufacturing jobs to other countries, the shrinking of the automotive industry, and demographic changes that have resulted in a decline in the city's population. Additionally, the city still faces issues with crime, poverty, and a struggling education system. Many retirees desire a more peaceful and secure environment in their formative years, which makes Detroit less than ideal in that regard. Detroit has a population of over 632,000 people. According to Neighborhood Scout, 31.8% of its residents live below the poverty level. The median household income sits at $34,762, well below the U.S. household income of $69,021. With such a high poverty level and many residents struggling financially, Detroit has an increasing problem with crime, scoring a total crime index of 1 in 100 on Neighborhood Scout. There are 59.01 crimes per 1,000 residents, equating to over 37,000 crimes a year. And Visual Capitalist even ranked it number 6 on their list of most dangerous cities in the U.S. According to information compiled by Movin' Maker, the city's high crime rate has left many retirees in Detroit to feel unsafe in particular neighborhoods and no longer want to leave their houses after dark. As a result, this has led to many retirees to become socially isolated. Additionally, retirees should be aware that while public transportation in the city center of Detroit is generally adequate, It deteriorates dramatically in the suburbs, making it more difficult for those who cannot afford to live close to the city center to use buses or other forms of public transportation to move around. In 2022, WalletHub ranked Detroit 177th on their best and worst cities to retire list. It was ranked 107th for affordability, 112th for activity, 181st for quality of life, and 162nd for healthcare. Number 3. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland is the largest city in Maryland and is well known for its charming neighborhoods, vibrant arts culture, and world-class cuisine. Baltimore is home to many popular attractions, such as the Inner Harbor, National Aquarium, and Oriole Park at Camden Yards. While it is a popular destination for young professionals and families, Baltimore is not considered a model city for retirement due to its high crime rate and inadequate senior living options. In 2022, Baltimore came in at number 175 on the best and worst cities to retire list by WalletHub. It was ranked 150th for affordability, 87th for activities, 139th for quality of life, and 130th for healthcare. Additionally, in January 2023, WalletHub also ranked Maryland at number 42 on the best and worst states to retire list. With a crime index of 3 in 100 on Neighborhood Scout, it's easy to see how WalletHub came up with their rating. Residents face a 1 in 64 chance of becoming the victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 33 chance of becoming a victim of a property-related crime. Additionally, with a population of over 576,000 people, 20.3% of residents live below the poverty level. On top of this, as reported by Move-In Maker, another big drawback of retiring in Baltimore is that there aren't as many interesting things to do as in other major cities. While retirees in Denver and other well-developed cities will have plenty of fun things to do, you might eventually find yourself bored living in Baltimore. Number 4. Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver, Washington is a thriving city in the Pacific Northwest with a population of over 190,000 people. Situated on the north bank of the Columbia River, Vancouver boasts stunning natural beauty and a vibrant downtown area packed with restaurants, shops, and cultural attractions. However, despite its many advantages, Vancouver is not considered a great city for retirement. The main reason for this is its relatively high cost of living, which may be prohibitive for seniors on a fixed income. Additionally, while the city has plenty of active nightlife and entertainment options, it may not offer the same level of tranquility and peace of mind that retirees may be seeking. Vancouver has a median home value of $431,463, which is above the national median of $416,100 and is considered very high for the nation. It also has a staggering crime rate compared to other cities in the U.S. There are 54.07 crimes per 1,000 residents. Furthermore, residents face a frightening 1 in 21 chance of falling victim to a property-related crime. And if those statistics didn't make you second-guess retiring to Vancouver, Washington, then the traffic problems just might. According to the Honest Local, traffic in Vancouver can be an absolute nightmare. And if I were to guess, sitting in traffic is one of the last things you want to do while in retirement. Vancouver as a city is quite car-centric. Since the majority of people in Vancouver work in Portland, a car is essential. There are only a few bus lines that travel directly from Vancouver to Portland and service the downtown area, but they typically lengthen travel times by 50% to 60%. This, in turn, has left Vancouver to be considered one of the worst places in the United States for public transport. In 2022, Vancouver ranked 176 on WalletHub's best and worst cities to retire. It ranked 177th for affordability, 85th for activities, 124th for quality of life, and 67th for healthcare. Number 5. Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas, often referred to as the air capital of the world, offers a unique blend of urban amenities and Midwestern charm. However, it may not be the perfect city for retirement for various reasons. First off, Wichita experiences extreme weather conditions with scorching hot summers and bitterly cold winters, which may not be suitable for retirees seeking a more moderate climate for their golden years. Additionally, the city lacks proximity to natural attractions such as mountains or beaches, limiting outdoor recreational opportunities or at least outdoor opportunities with a view. WalletHub's Best and Worst Places to Retire list scored Wichita at number 174. It ranked 104th for affordability, 128th for activities, 169th for quality of life, and 148th for healthcare. And in 2023, Kansas came in at 36 on the ranking of states to retire. If that wasn't enough to put you off, Wichita has an annual crime rate of 59.04 crimes per 1,000 residents. 47.28 of those crimes are property-related, and the rest are crimes linked to violence. Number 6. Stockton, California. Stockton, California is a city located in the Central Valley of California. It is a vibrant city with a bustling downtown and a variety of cultural events and activities. However, despite its many attractions, Stockton is not considered a great city for retirement. One reason for this is its relatively high crime rate, which can make some residents feel unsafe. Additionally, the cost of living in Stockton can be quite high, which can make it difficult for retirees to live comfortably on a fixed income. The crime rate in Stockton is 115% higher than the national average and significantly higher than the California average. When we look deeper at the stats, residents face a 1 in 31 chance of falling victim to a property crime and a 1 in 79 chance of suffering a violent crime. According to Home and Money, Stockton has a poverty rate of 17.1%, which is much higher than the state average of 11.7%, and the city's unemployment rate is 8.8%, higher than the national average of 5.9%. Once again, on WalletHub's Best and Worst Places to Retire list, they scored Stockton at number 178. Furthermore, it ranked 103rd for affordability, 173rd for activities, 136th for quality of life, and 167th for healthcare. Number 7. Newark, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey is an energetic city located in the heart of the state. With a population of over 307,000 residents, it is the largest city in the state, and it is known for its vibrant arts and culture scene. Despite its liveliness, it is considered a less than ideal place for retirement due to its high crime rate, high cost of living, transportation challenges, and more. The median home value is $374,317, which is considered high for the nation. Couple this with its below-average median household income of $41,335, and you can see the disconnect. There are 19.05 crimes per 1,000 residents annually, and residents face a 1 in 211 chance of falling victim to a violent crime. On top of this, residents face a 1 in 70 chance of falling victim to a property-related crime. In 2022, Newark ranked third worst at 181 on WalletHub's Best and Worst Places to Retire list, ranking 173rd for affordability, 63rd for activities, 163rd for quality of life, and 112th for healthcare. In 2023, New Jersey as a whole ranked second worst at 49 on WalletHub's Best and Worst States to Retire list, just narrowly avoiding the last place spot which Kentucky claimed. According to Move-In Maker, rents in Newark have risen significantly over the past 10 years, which is a drawback for many people considering relocation. If this trend continues, many tenants will begin to find it difficult to make rent payments on time. Additionally, Move-In Maker also reported that another drawback of living in Newark is the city's significant homelessness issue, which could get worse in the future as more and more individuals are forced to sleep in their trucks or on the streets because they can no longer afford to rent apartments. For some perspective, in 2022, homelessness and those at risk of being homeless in Newark had risen by a staggering 40%. Number 8. San Bernardino, California. San Bernardino is a city located in California about 60 miles east of Los Angeles. It is known for its natural beauty and numerous parks and lakes, but unfortunately, it is not an ideal place for retirees. The city has a high crime rate and has struggled with economic challenges, leading to a lack of amenities and resources for seniors. Additionally, the hot and dry climate can be a challenge for older adults, potentially worsening respiratory conditions and other health issues. On top of this, as reported by Home and Money, the poverty rate in San Bernardino is 26%, which is way higher than the state average of 11.7%. As a result of this, it's not uncommon to see a large amount of homeless, drug use, and crime across the city. Home and Money also report that a major con of living in San Bernardino is the poor use of tax dollars. In fact, the inefficient utilization of tax funds by San Bernardino is one of the main grievances voiced by locals. This city's taxes have increased dramatically, and you would be utterly mistaken if you believed that the additional tax money went to beneficial initiatives that impacted the locals. In terms of crime in the city, Neighborhood Scouts analytics show that there are 45.55 crimes per 1,000 residents. Furthermore, San Bernardino has a poor crime index, being safer than only 3% of other U.S. neighborhoods. And to top it off, in 2022, WalletHub ranked San Bernardino at 180 on their best and worst cities to retire list. Furthermore, it received a fair affordability ranking of 77, an activities ranking of 176, a quality of life ranking of 173, and a healthcare ranking of 173. What about cheap beach towns to live in the US? Watch that video right here.